Hello, hello, friends of O Universe. Welcome back to this week's vlog. Today we're talking about not sacrificing today's happiness for tomorrow's security. But before we jump into it, I want to remind you that I have a quiz that you can take to help you better understand how you're making decisions about your career and about your personal life. You may be making decisions with some blind spots. So go to o-universe.com/quiz. Okay, now let's jump right into it. Hi, I'm Regina C. Minier, ex-corporate pharma leader turned entrepreneur. In 2009, I decided to take a big leap into the unknown and embarked on a journey to following my intuition, or what I now call my inner authentic voice. Through all the lessons learned, I have taken my personal and professional journey and created a simple roadmap to find your true north through the power of your own inner authentic voice. By using these tools and practices, you'll discover fulfillment, joy, and reassurance in making your own life's important decisions. It is no coincidence we have found each other. I heard the most profound thing the other day, and I have to share it with you. I was chatting with one of my clients who happens to be in between full-time employment by choice. He's really excited about a business proposal that he's strategically creating, and he's actually enjoying the process of networking with big leading thought leaders in his area of expertise. He feels scared, but he's excited. Then in the same breath, he says, I've applied for positions back in the corporate world, and I'm waiting to hear back because I've got to ensure I continue to contribute to my future and my retirement. The challenge is when you build something new, you don't know how it's going to turn out. You're not sure where the next paycheck will come from, and you've got to live and support your family. So your logical mind always wants to pursue the things that feel safer with the known outcome that feels certain. Going back to the corporate world for full-time employment is the safer way to go, even if you know without a doubt that it's not the place where you're the happiest. That's the fear leading the way. So what you do is you rationalize in your mind how you can find a role that keeps the lights on while making the business plan, which actually lights you up, as a secondary priority. There are two ways you can approach this situation. You can allow your logical fear-based thoughts to lead the way, or you can focus on your inner wisdom to be your guide to finding a successful future and feel satisfied on the inside too, without sacrificing today's happiness. Here are some helpful tips to consider. Make your happiness for today be the goal, then continue to follow the work that lights you up and make that a priority. You can then figure out how to make the other pieces work for you so that you can feel safe and supported. Once you make the thing that lights you up a priority, you then start planning around that. How can you earn an income that doesn't compromise your time, energy, and space to build out what lights you up? Can you provide consulting services to earn the income you need? Can you find a position in full-time employment that serves more like a job rather than a career so that you'll have the energy and time to work on your highest priority? Can you leverage any of your assets to bring in additional income, such as renting out an in-law unit or a guest house? What are ways you can decrease your overhead and pause the nice-to-haves until your dream idea can actually take off? So on a personal note, when I decided not to go back to full-time employment after being laid off in 2020, we made my time for exploring my next career move a priority. We lived with my dad for 6 months and rented out our home and gave up a leased car because we no longer needed 2 cars. There are choices you can make that support where you want to head, but first you must be able to listen to your inner wisdom and what's calling you. The key here is not to sacrifice today's happiness for tomorrow's security. Meaning, don't take a job or position you hate because you're worried about your future. When you make the thing that lights you up the priority, you plan around it to make it happen. You follow your inner wisdom that tells you what next right step to take. You follow the breadcrumbs and you trust that it will work out. Know that it will feel scary, but your gut will say this is the right way to go. Start by figuring out how you're making your decisions. Are you following your logical mind, thinking you know all the possible ways it could go? Are you actually limiting yourself? Find out how you make decisions and the tips on how to manage some of those blind spots that you may not be aware of by taking my quiz at o-universe.com/quiz. Until next time, love and light to you all.